Just to give an update on my um, little golden book journal that I created a while ago, and also my 2019 Project Life album that I was trying to do. I decided to stop working in my little golden junk journal of just pictures of my daughter because I'll show you what I was doing. So I had about four of these little inserts, and they were just filled with some of my favorite pattern paper, and I just could not really get into it. It's something about the pattern paper, even though I have stacks and stacks of pattern paper, I just really cannot get into it. I just like a plain white background, and I'm able to add my own collages or watercolor, mixed media, whatever I want. It was just, I don't know, I'm just not into pattern paper anymore. So this was what I started. It was just a bunch of random extra pictures of my daughter, and it's just not working for me. So I'm not sure what I'll do with all of my paper, but I will go ahead and recycle, the all the little goodies that I've already added in here and figure something else out. I also I also started a 2019 Project Life pocket page type of album for the year, and sadly I quit that also. I just cannot, work in these little tiny spots. I want to add pictures, I want to add embellishments and journal about it, and it's just not for me anymore. So I'll probably either fill this back up with some of my 4,000 Project Life cards that I have lying around, and maybe do a giveaway, because I did spend a lot of time creating it. It's just not working for me, but maybe somebody else could use it. So we'll see. But I am so happy with what I'm doing with this little golden book. It is 2019 pictures and memories. Um, I just love it. I already did a video of the inside of the book, or how I created it, so I won't get all into that, but I just want to show you what I'm doing, and oh my goodness, it's just so much fun. It's so freeing, so relaxing. There's no rules. It's just a lot of fun, and it works for me. So So I still have four signatures in here, and all it is a bunch of watercolor paper that I've had been lying around, and I like Jane Davenport journals or whatever watercolor paper that I had. I just cut it down to size and made my own little traveler notebook inserts. So there's four of those with the recollections folder for the traveler notebook inserts. I'm not sure what I'll do with this yet. I probably will just probably decorate it like I did with pretty much all my other journals. Just a bunch of extra happy planner stickers that I no longer use, and maybe make something fun. I'm not sure. We'll see. So this started out as a journal for myself, maybe like a creative journal or an art journal, but like everything else that I'm working in, it usually ends up being mostly about my daughter, which is fine. I'm with her 24/7. She's my life. What else am I going to write and journal and take pictures about? Sorry. So the first page is just a picture of myself. I got all dressed up to go to a party at my husband's job. Here's a Project Life card, and I just wrote, add some stickers to say, when life gives you lemons. We went out to have lunch at the Tea Box Cafe. Love that place. And here, my daughter loves SpongeBob, and she got some Happy Mail from my mom, which was a SpongeBob shirt. She was so happy. And then when we went out for lunch, we found a Patrick toy. It was just the perfect day for her, and she also has SpongeBob ice cream that day, so it really she had a good day. So, and then here I have a little pocket envelope, and this is a printable from Little Raven Ink Patreon, and I just cut out some of the months. She also has the dates and the months. I just cut them out and placed them on here, along with some things that I wanted to focus on during the month, for each month. And here I tried to make flowers similar to hers. I I have a lot of practice I still need to do with them, but I like how it turned out. It is fine for me. So here's April and May. Slide that back in there. And here's something else we like to do is make creations out of Play-Doh. I believe this day she made me a cookie that she really wanted me to eat. And a little printable from Little Raven Ink. Just a little note about what I was going through to keep going, because I do have little people looking up to me. So I really need to focus on what matters and what and who matters, and it's mostly them. So just a little note to myself. A little some little tip-ins. My daughter going down the slide. I recycled this from my Project Life album. Just a little shaker pocket with says laugh. And that's exactly what she was doing on the swing. She's so proud of herself, and as you can see from her face, she should be. She's finally getting into doing what big kids do. And here is, what did I do? Little Raven Ink did a little tutorial using some of Jane Davenport's merchandise or supplies, and I wanted to give it a try. It didn't come out like I wanted, or look like hers, but that was not the point. The point needs to be just to have fun and do my own thing. I don't want my work to look exactly like somebody else's, so it worked out for me. And I have a little journaling on the back. More pictures of me and my daughter. Here's another, some more printables from Little Raven Ink. And I just added a little folder. I do want to journal here. I just haven't done it yet. This is us playing with Legos. My daughter dressing up as a ballerina. And some more Little Raven Ink. And this was so funny. We went out to eat at McDonald's, and there was a man sitting across from us who was being interviewed for a job. And my daughter just turned around like she was in the conversation or interviewing him herself, and was just eating french fries, just watching him. So I really hope he got the job, so hope she didn't bother him. Little shaker pocket. A little more tip-ins. My daughter and her little best friend. This is us playing in the rain. And bubbles. We love to dance in puddles and play with the bubbles. So you'll see a lot of those type of pictures throughout this album. This is me and my husband celebrated 13 years of marriage, and we've been together 18 years, but celebrated 13 years of marriage. And then this is a little bag I got from one of the Chinese restaurants where they usually put the egg rolls in, and I just asked if they can just put the egg rolls, together in another box and just give me the little paper here so I can use it in my journal. And it's just a little note. This is a picture of me and my husband 18 years ago. And just something to look back on and smile. My daughter playing the guitar, trying. And this is a Project Life card that I just trimmed down. And it says, collect beautiful moments and sticks. Because every time we go out, my daughter has to bring home a few new sticks. And I just journaled about it. Another day at the park. And this was from pattern paper. I cut it out from, I think it was Maggie Holmes 12 by 12 paper, and just colored it myself. Another fun day at the park, doing big girl things. Oh, and here, the day that she met her little friend, we planned to go to the park. And when we went there, it started to rain, and the kids were so disappointed, so I invited them back to the house for snacks and just to keep the party going, and they had such a good time playing with masks and eating, and it was really nice. He always wants to hold her hand. SpongeBob again. I printed out a little mask for her, and we live by this house that has this tree, and it does look like a big pineapple. So every time we pass it, my daughter will say, "Pineapple under the sea." So I let her take a picture with SpongeBob inside the tree. She was so happy. I don't know if you can see how her little face. And another little shaker pocket. This was my daughter's 3rd birthday. She had a Peppa Pig birthday party. I cut down a 12 by 12 Simple Story project page protector and made little shaker pockets out of them. And here she is playing with bubbles again. And this cat lives a few houses down, and she's so sweet. Every time we come out, she's coming up and wanting to be rubbed. So I just wanted to, you know, put her in my journal. Here's another day at the park. We went there and had lunch and some ice cream. Little shaker pocket. And it was such a nice surprise for her that my husband got off early and met us at the park, and they were going down the slides together. It was a lot of fun. She wanted me to take a picture of her with her black balloon. It's a little envelope. This is us at the park, and just got little notes and little goodies stuck, you know, stashed in there. And going out to lunch with my youngest son. I'll have to journal about this a little bit later. But here's a tip in here. I think both of these days we ended up at the park playing with bubbles. This is a little area here that I'm gonna journal. I just didn't want to, you know, write it where everybody else can see what I'm going through, so I'll have to journal that later on. Another day at the park. Here's my son back here. And that flips up, and this is just a little lesson that she needed to learn, that no matter how nice you are to people, sometimes they just don't want anything to do with you for whatever reason. Her little friend did not want to play with her at the park. She was so hurt. She cried and just wanted to leave, and she never wants to leave the park, but he just didn't want to play with her for whatever reason he was going through, but it really hurt her feelings. So, and ever since this day, she has not wanted to hang out with him, which is really sad, but I'm not going to force her to be friends with somebody. And this is a funny little story. She loves to get her hair done. So I took about an hour of my time parting and braiding and putting on these little beads, and she was so happy. She loved it. And only to find out that at night she wanted me to take them off. Can you take my hair off? So, you know, it's probably very uncomfortable. I don't have my hair like that or sleep with rubber bands, so we had to take it all off, but it was nice. She felt very beautiful. It's another day at the park, and this day we ended up going to the store and parked right next to this trailer who had this little miniature horse. So We were able to take pictures with her. The horse's name was Cool Whip. He had a little heart spray painted. And that's about all that I've been able to do for right now. But I just wanted to show, you know, what I've been working on. And I've gotten so much positive feedback with this journal. You guys are so kind. And I really hope to inspire somebody else to just do what you want. It doesn't matter if you started something, if you're halfway into it. If you're not happy with it and it's stopping you from being creative, why keep going? I'm having so much fun, and I hope you guys do too. And I'll be seeing you again. Thank you. Bye.